huge later.
Exactly. And do you think? So obviously, like the Bengals one was only minted to 2000, right? Do you think that they come out with more coins, like as if they were like moments, or do you think that they just stick with one of the team coins and then like for the rest, for like 5 years, and then they make new ones? Blah blah.
I mean, I would assume based on the Texans coin, the 49ers, the Dolphins, since they all have multiple, I would assume that these aren't going to be the only ones for the Bengals and the Rams. I
Okay.
would assume they do the same thing that they've done for the other three teams, do a whatever it was, like 10, 30, 60, 100, whatever they
Yeah.
were. Um, I would assume they're going to do that for the Bengals, and I would assume they would do it for the Rams as well.
Well,
Um, but is it going to be something they do every year, or is it just going to be a one-off this year? And once
Yeah.
every team has one, then there's no more. That would
I'd
be my biggest question.
I'd like it to be just a one-off thing, especially since they have so few teams done already. And with the demands of releasing during the season and minting and stuff like that, what's the reasonable expectation of how many of these coins they can produce in a year, right? So I mean, are
Yeah.
they are
True.
they going to push out a full league set as quickly as possible, or are these going to be things that have are one off? So, because I think they're a lot cooler as a one off thing. It's like we're looking at it as what do these things do? These seem kind of pointless, right? But if the three tiers that they do, if that's all they ever produce of them, now that has more value to me. Now I'm looking at them going, maybe I should buy one of these and just kind of stash them away for a rainy day because, you know,
Exactly.
I especially want one of them soup coins.
Yeah.
If I got a soup coin, man, I'd be like trying to figure out a way to lock that thing away forever because they try to change that, out from under you. Be like, no, I got the only soup coin left. Like,
I know. I
because
know they did plays, right?
yeah,
I think they did that for the Giants. They did plays. I'm not too sure about it. I didn't really pay that much attention. But do you think that they do plays for like every team, or do you think that that was just like a one off thing for the Giants? They were just testing something out.
hard to say.
Uh, yeah, I mean, it could be some teams get plays, some don't. Like the 49ers, theirs were all anniversary. So it was like
Okay.
40, 50th, and 60th or something like that, whatever they are. Um, so maybe they're going to do, plays for 5 or 6 teams, and they're just going to do, you know, what the Texans are, kind of slogans more or less. Maybe they'll do five
Yeah.
or six teams with slogans, and then 5 or 6 teams where it's, like the Dolphins, they have the soul soup, whatever, and then perfection. Maybe they'll do something like that, to honor teams that have had like great years. So maybe the Patriots get one for their nearly undefeated season. Uh, you
Yeah.
know,
I think you're on a good point with that. Like for me, I think it'd be cool if these coins identified with something that is unique to the team, like you know, the big banner that hangs in now formerly Heinz Field and used to be Three River Stadium for the Steelers was "You're in Steelers country," right?
Yeah.
Like I would totally have a coin that said something like "You're in Steelers country" with a picture of Art Rooney's face on the middle of it, in
Yeah.
the middle of it, or something, something like that. Or like for Kansas City, and they have the whole 12th man thing at Arrowhead, right? Like
yeah.
that advantage. Like if there was something that was unique to that team that transcends all seasons, it's just an identity of the franchise and it's an identity of the fan base. I think that'd be a cool thing to to mark those coins with.
Yeah. I think it would be a cool idea where if you got like a coin, uh, you also got like a coin sent to you in real life, saying that you like own not own it, but like it's like a
Yeah.
replica in real life of the coin that you actually own. I think that would be cool. Like just have it in like a glass case or something like that. But it would be weird because you have to like say like you own it for like 2 or 3 years because
Right.
obviously coins move move all the time, so you just be sending coins left and right. but
Okay, our Australian buddy
That Joshy?
Joshy Jade Shears. he, he asks, "Do you think these plays and coins turn into the actual moments?"
Hmm. I
So
think
that
that's
you would
very interesting.
so you would get the coin and then it would kind of at
Maybe
some
Maybe you
stage
get
transition
airdrops.
into
or be redeemed for.
yeah. I mean, I guess it would be
That would be.
uh,
I would love
yeah.
that. That's a great idea. Just like you get, so like say, I mean, it's like it'll be like a random thing saying, hey, if you're a Giants fan and you own this team NFT, um, we just airdropped you that actual play, right? That would be that'd be pretty cool. Because somebody gets like a free moment, where they can put it up just for like holding this this card
Yeah.
that they like. So I liked it.
I
Yeah,
think
and
that
I guess maybe you could probably do something where for the teams that have multiple so say you have like the lower end version of the coin, say if you hold 10 you would get this moment. If you have the mid tier version, if you own 5 you would get this moment, and then
Yeah,
for the upper tier, if you just own 1, like you would get this specific moment. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I mean,
yeah.
at least it's another form of utility. Now I don't know if I would want it in like a burn feature where if you had the coin and you wanted the moment you had to burn it, because
like you had to burn a thing to get the moment.
like yeah, like if you had to burn the coin to get the moment, I don't know if that would be something I'd be willing to do, only because they've promised utility with these, and I would assume it'll be continuous utility, not just like a one-time thing. So I don't know if that would be something I'd want to like throw away, unless we're talking like it's a super team melt. That's
Yeah,
a a legendary type of thing.
I think it could be both. Like I can imagine a scenario where the actual point of these coins is to unlock real life utility, real life rewards, whether that be, access to team fan fests, to, you know, memorabilia, merchandise, game tickets. There could be a lot of things that you can use these coin for that, as as a informal fan club of sorts.
yeah.
Like you own this coin, now you can unlock this perk on this date. So, you know, it just could be another way to access your team closer than what you can on a normal basis. And, if they couple that with the possibility to say, okay, well, here you also have the opportunity to burn that coin for this moment or whatever. And maybe some people take that option, and it just makes the coin and holding that coin just that much more important, that much more value.
Yeah.
So I
It's
Yeah,
a
think
that's
good
true.
conversation. That was a very good conversation.
yeah, that was a good question. Thanks, Joshy. Thanks for the correction of your name. It is officially Joshy.
Yeah.
We love that. We love that.
I couldn't get past the 8. I was like Jate Shiu.
Like, is that one of those Australian
Right.
sayings we just don't
Yeah.
get?
Exactly. You don't realize you're speaking in an accent just by pronouncing it. All right, so on to the